All right, first pitch coming up. And on the hill in this one, Ben Brown.
Well, he's not a rookie, but still very young in this game, learning his craft. I think the key is getting consistent reps and the opportunity to develop his stuff. Looking forward to watching him pitch in this one.
Okay, all set to go. Here is Marcus Semien.
Marcus Semien.
That's too low. And this one is off and running. Next pitch is outside. And another ball. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
And here's Corey Seager to hit. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1. Move to first. Semien back in. Comes up empty.
It's amazing to look up and see 88 miles per hour on that changeup. Back in the day, that was a pretty good fastball. But with high velocities these days, that speed differential is right where it needs to be.
That's outside. And a count 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
The next pitch misses. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. That one missing inside.
So here we go. Base runner at first, could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.
And that's just foul. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Hauls it in for the out. And there's one down. And now we take a look at the Rangers lineup. And Chris, this group has been struggling to put up runs lately.
Well, they haven't been on base a ton, and even when they are, they haven't been hitting very well with the runners on base. So they need a player or two to really step up, have some quality at bats, hit according to the situation, and sort of break out of this. I think if they do, the rest of this lineup will follow.
And a foul ball. Swings through that one out in front that time. Semien at first, 1 gone. Line drive, base hit. The throw to third. And the throw's offline, safe at third.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Here's the left fielder, Jock Peterson. 0-1.
A runner at third with less than 2 outs. This is the guy that usually comes through in these spots.
Oh, 1 down. To the right side. It's through for a hit. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And You'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Runners at the corners here, one away. And now the right fielder, Adolis Garcia. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
At this point, the clean inning is over. Got to settle in, focus on the hitter, and get out of it with minimal damage.
Here's the pitch. Runner goes in the dirt. And that's a stolen base, not even close. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
1-2 count.
Strike 3 on the foul tip.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He
That's
set him up
it.
with the high
The first
fastball
baseman,
and then
number
bury
21,
that curveball
Jake
down low to get him swinging.
Burger.
Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
And now it's Jake Burger to hit. That misses the zone.
Outside.
1-0. And misses inside. Next offering
that's
misses,
outside. Ball.
and that's ball 3. Josh Smith in the on-deck circle for Texas. Three-0 down. And that'll load the bases.
Definitely lost the handle during that sequence.
That
4
is seven.
pitches for the
The third
walk,
baseman,
and that
number
last
8,
one
Josh
didn't even threaten the zone. Catcher
Smith.
might want to go talk to him.
So they're all loaded up. Next up for Texas, Josh Smith. There's the strike.
It's 0-1.
Two outs. Bases are full. Swing and a grounder foul first base side. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
One, two.
Outside low. And the count is 2-2.
They tried to get him to go, chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
And that just misses.
Looks like he thinks that should have been a strike at the top of the zone, but doesn't seem to be too upset. That's just a case where I think he's trying to get a better feel for the umpired strike zone and what he's going to be calling. That's just a part of pitching.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Got him looking. Inning over, and it could have been worse.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
And we're back. And on the mound in this one, Kumar Rocker. What do you have on him, Singy?
It's a tough veteran lineup on the other side, but I'm excited to see what this rookie can do in this one.
Bottom of the first. In
Leading
half
up
up
for
to
the
hit.
Cubs, the left fielder, Ian Happ.
Misses
That's a ball.
outside,
Outside.
and that's ball one. And that one fouled off.
Nope. Ball.
In there at the knees.
2-2.
Ground ball right side.
Foul ball.
And foul ball. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Slings to
That's
first.
it.
One gone, bottom half of the first. Here's a look at the Cubs lineup. Siggy, this righty-heavy lineup is a bit unusual against a right-handed pitcher.
Yeah, Boog, certainly bucks the old conventional wisdom, and I'm not sure I see the vision from the manager on this one. You're not exactly putting your players in the best situation to succeed when you roll out a lineup like this. Maybe they've seen something on video that tells them there's a weakness to exploit. Perhaps that's it.
Seiya Suzuki,
ball.
the next to hit, takes ball one.
One
One out, base is empty. And another
Nope,
ball.
ball.
And that one is lifted in the air. Garcia heads after it. Hauls it in, and there's two away.
Batting third, the right fielder, Kyle Tucker.
Two outs, base is empty. Here's Kyle Tucker. First pitch
Ball.
misses. Two outs, base is empty. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Hard hit left side. Sends it to first. That is the inning. Cubs are down quietly. They're down 1-0. All set for the start of the inning. Now the catcher for the Rangers, Jonah Heim. Heim in his 5th season in the 8th spot in today's lineup, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2013. Brown back to work. Fastball for a strike.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
Fastball is outside. Our plate umpire, Earl Hendricks.
Yeah, with Hendricks, Boog, kind of interesting. He's a good, consistent umpire, but you do hear that he kind of favors one side of the plate more than the other. So it's really hard to know for sure, but I think that usually it has to do something with where he sets up prior to each pitch.
2-1.
In the air, fairly deep to right field. Tucker under it. Puts it away for the out. And there's one away.
Batting ninth, the center fielder, number
Here's
3,
Leody Taveras.
Taveras.
Just
Nope,
missed.
that's outside. Ball. Hee-haw.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Well, he left that changeup up,
1-2,
got away with
count.
one there, and he'll take it, but doesn't want to make that mistake again.
This to third. Nice grab. To first. And very nicely done for the out. Wow, Singy. He showed off great reaction time and arm strength on that play. We need to take another look at it.
Yeah, no doubt, Boog. I mean, the StatCast numbers are absolutely impressive, but that's one of those plays I appreciate more with the naked eye. The reflexes, top-notch, and this guy's a magician with the glove.
Now it's Marcus Semien. Ball one, no strikes.
1 ball, no strikes.
Right through there for a strike. And it is 2-1.
2-1.
Next offering is fouled back. 2 outs. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Good eye on that spot. Corey Seager waiting to hit for the Rangers. Two down, nobody on. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. The wind of the pitch. The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk. That's a great at-bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Seager, the next to hit, takes outside. Semien runs. That's in for a strike. Throws, save. That's a stolen base.
Well, that steal right there is wanting to take advantage of having a really good hitter at the plate. Now they've got a much better shot at bringing home a 2-out RBI.
In the dirt. Pitch is in there, and the count is even, 2-2. Breaking ball misses down and away.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
First and second, 2 outs. Next to hit, Wyatt Langford. 1 for 1 with a single so far. That's in for a strike.
There was a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
2 on, 2 outs. That's in there. 0-2 now.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Just missed. Semien over at second. Seager on at first with 2 down. Goes down looking. So they're able to work around a pair of walks in the inning. Down to the bottom of the second. It's the Rangers 1 and the Cubs nothing. Back here at Wrigley Field, bottom of the inning. So up now for Chicago, Justin Turner. Turner's an interesting guy to talk hitting with. He's someone that kind of espouses the modern hitting philosophy. The whole let the ball travel, let the ball get deep. For Justin Turner, that is beat it with that. I want to hit the ball out front. I want to hit the ball out in front of the plate. That's what he is trying to do. There's a swing and a miss.
0-2.
That one misses. Yeah, the count 1-2.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
That one misses. 2-2.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Some high cheese for strike 3.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely.
That's
Just
big.
bunched him
That's
up
shortstop.
on the inside part of the
Big.
plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front.
Watson.
Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Dansby Swanson stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. Next one misses, and now 2-0. And a swing and a miss.
2-2.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. The other way, Berger throws to first in time, and that quickly 2 away.
Batting 6, the second baseman, Nico Hoerner.
Here's Nico Hoerner. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. Liner, base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Batting 7, the center fielder, Pete.
So up next, Pete Crow Armstrong.
Boog, this guy's just a tremendously talented center fielder. Gold Glove caliber type out there. Offensively, he can do some things, but also has some streakiness as well. I think the key is just trying to find a way for him to be consistent day in and day out. He saves runs in the outfield, so that's going to buy him more time to work things out at the dish.
That clips the corner.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Singy, one of the things that's interesting is that guys really don't worry about swing and miss from an offensive standpoint anymore. So when you see somebody who contacts the ball like this, do you think of that as plus value?
Absolutely, if he's doing damage. Now, if he's rolling over and grounding out, then it's a different story. But, yeah, if he can put the ball in the gaps or over the fence, 100%.
Struck him out looking. 1 hit, 1 left. We play 2 full. It's the Rangers 1 and the Cubs nothing. Back here at the friendly confines, on to the 3rd inning, and Jack Peterson stands in.
Peterson.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. One of the things that Jim Leyland used to say when I was broadcasting with the Marlins, the longer a plate appearance goes for a batter, the more likely it is that something good will happen for the hitter. And a swing and a miss. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. So next to hit for
Now
Texas,
batting,
Adolis
right field,
Garcia.
Adolis
Struck out swinging his first time.
Garcia.
That's the ball.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. That breaking ball drops in for a strike. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game.
1 and 2's the count.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. 1 down, base is empty.
That's in. Ball.
Up the middle, and that one handled. Now a jump throw, and they get the out. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. It doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. 2 down, base is empty. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Jake Burger. There's the strike. Liner, and that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
He was all over that one. Just a great approach.
number 8,
Looked like that was
John
exactly what he wanted to do
Smith.
with that pitch. And right off the bat, he knew he was taking that wide turn at first to head for second.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Here's the third baseman, Josh Smith. His first at-bat was a strikeout. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Pitch misses there. And 1-1. Action in the pen down there. Shota Imanaga up and throwing for manager Craig Counsell. Swings through that.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Here's a 1-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive.
That's a ball.
In the dirt.
2-2.
Pitch misses. And now it's 3-2. Jonah Heim in the on-deck circle for Texas. Runner at second, 2 down. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Headed towards the corner. Happ on his horse. Can't get there. This one lands foul. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
You get a walk, and you get a walk. Everyone gets a walk,
number 28,
Jonah Heim, the next to hit, flied to right his first time. And that drops in for a strike. First and second, 2 down. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Ground ball to the right side, and it stays fair. Coming home. He'll score easily, and it's an RBI single. It's 2-0.
Well done. Drives in the run. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you enough.
Up next for the Rangers, Leody Taveras. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Fastball for a strike. Strike 2.
1-2.
In the dirt, but kept close. But no advance from the runners. Two outs. That misses.
2-2.
It's 2-2. And that's too high.
Count.
Marcus Semien waiting to hit for the Rangers. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Three balls, 2 strikes the count. On the outside corner, got him looking. 1 run in the inning, but they lead 2. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Rangers 2 and the Cubs nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark as we go to the last of the third. And now here is Matt Shaw. That one catches the zone. Strike 1. Foul ball there. And the 0-2. And down on strikes. That K is his 3rd of the game.
That was a well-executed slider away for the strikeout right there. First 2 pitches filled up the zone and got him ahead 0-2 in the count. And at that point, you can start expanding the zone as a pitcher. He made him chase and got the quick strikeout.
And now the batter is Carson Kelly. Just missed.
That's the ball.
That's in there, and that's strike 1.
Ball out.
To third. And 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the third.
The left fielder, number 8, Ian Happ.
Back to the top of the lineup. Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Ian Happ. 0 for 1 so far. That one the other way. Gathered in by Seager. Throw to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Nothing happening there for the Cubs. They trail things here 2-0. So a lefty out of the pen, Shota Imanaga.
Well, at this point of the ball game, we're talking about middle innings, and you need a little length out of this arm coming out of the bullpen. We'll see just how many outs he's able to give his skipper.
So the Rangers
Leading
batting
off for
order
the
turns
Rangers,
over.
the second
Marcus
baseman,
Semien
Marcus
now at the plate.
Semien.
That misses. Ball one. Just missed. Swings through that one.
2 balls, 1 strike.
In the air, left field, down the line. Hauls it in for the out. One away.
Man, Boog, I love watching an outfielder take on the wall to make that play, and it's a lot easier to watch from up here because that can be painful in the end. You know the wall's coming up on you quickly, so you have to maintain concentration and able to make that catch and hold on to it after contact.
Seager, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike one.
0-1. No, that missed. That's a ball.
And now
Down,
2-1.
ball.
Base is empty, one away. Top half of inning number 4. Fouls one off. 2-2. Got him swinging.
Oh, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, the sort of pitch you're hoping for. A bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location, but clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
And first offering is fouled off.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, I want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field knock.
Swing at a ground ball, and that squirts through. And that keeps the inning going.
The left fielder, number 4, Jock.
Here is Jock Peterson. Peterson just got a piece of it. Langford, the runner at first with 2 gone. And that is out of play. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. So Jock is retired on strikes. 1 left for Texas. They're up 2-0. Here at Wrigley Field, ready to go. Bottom 4. Now the number 2 hitter, Seiya Suzuki.
Suzuki.
Right side, hard hit to first. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th.
The right fielder, number 30, Kyle Tucker.
So here's Kyle Tucker now, grounded out his first time. Right through there for a strike.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
Swung on, belted. Taveras ranging back on it. And that one's gone into the bleachers. And they've got their first run. It's 2-1.
That's a great way to fire up this crowd. They're feeling it now. for a pitcher, the odds are in your favor if you keep that breaking ball down. That time, he got punished for it. Hitter just did a really good job of staying within himself and getting the barrel to the baseball.
Here's Turner now. And the first pitch misses for ball one. One out, base is empty, and a run in. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Up the middle, and it's through for a hit.
Timing of the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
And here comes Dansby Swanson. Grounded out his first time up. And that gets the inside corner for a strike. Next pitch is downstairs.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
1-1.
Swings through that one for strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's inside.
2-2.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
The batter, number 2.
Here's Horner now.
Second baseman, Nico Horner.
Fouled off left side. Two outs. Strike two.
Two pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
And a swing and a miss. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Cubbies edge closer on this long ball. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. And we're back.
Leading
ready
off
now for the
Rangers,
5th inning.
right
Now
fielder,
it's the right fielder, Adolis Garcia. Shota back to work. Shota, 31 years old, and he was born in Japan. The 1-0. Strike one.
1-1.
On the ground. Oh, great grab on the dot. Throws from his knees. And that's a great play for the out.
Great reaction there to get to the baseball, secure it, and then no time to get up and throw. Throws from one knee. That's a guy that's got a lot of confidence in his arm strength and accuracy.
Next up for Texas, Jake Burger. Inside corner, and that's called a strike. Fastball for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Fights it off. He'll see another.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. And that's in the dirt.
1-2.
Outside low, and it's 2-2.
2-2.
That one
That's the
missed.
ball. Full count.
Swing and a ball ripped out towards right center field. That'll touch down for a hit. Now he'll turn for second. And he's got his second double of the game.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice
eight,
job of going the other way.
Smith.
Now here is Josh Smith. He is struck out and he is walked. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
0-1.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. And that's a fair ball. Run comes in from second. It's an RBI single. It's 3-1.
Puts a run on the board and
The
picks
catcher,
up an RBI.
28,
Takes an inside
Jonah
pitch and just fillets it over there to left field. And that's all he had to do is get something to the outfield grass to push that run across.
One down. Jonah Heim stepping in for the Rangers. Snap throw to first. And he's back in on a dive. Out to center. Crow Armstrong sizes this one up. And there's two down.
The center fielder, number 3, Leody Taveras.
Leody Taveras stepping in for the Rangers. 0 for 2 in this one. And the first pitch is drilled in the air out to center. Crow Armstrong makes the catch. And that is that. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now a 3-1 ball game. Back here at Wrigley Field, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Now it's going to be Pete Crow Armstrong. First pitch swinging.
You know, these Cubs
0-1.
just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. No messing around with the pitch calling in that sequence right there. 4 pitches, all fastballs.
Yeah, and that makes me think that was the plan before the at-bat even started. If you think you can simply just beat a guy with only your fastball, why throw him anything else until he shows you he can handle it?
And next for the Cubs, Matt Shaw. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. And that drops in for a strike.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
The Cubs trailing by 2, last half of inning number 5. And that one
That's
is
the ball. That's
downstairs.
down.
1-2 to count.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Misses
Outside,
off the
ball.
plate. And it's 2-2. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along.
Probably showing some pretty dominating
Now
stuff
batting,
out there in
the
this
catcher,
one.
Carson
Not just in terms of swing and miss, but
Kelly.
also in terms of command. You know, all of the strikeouts, they just kind of speak for themselves. But when you don't walk anyone, you're demonstrating that you have the confidence in your abilities to truly go right after opposing batters.
Here's the catcher to hit, Carson Kelly. Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can't forget it. He'll circle the bases. His second home run of the series. It's 3-2.
This crowd is on fire right now. They're going nuts thanks to that home run. With this pitcher's velocity, a changeup is really a break for a hitter. He got a BP fastball, didn't move a whole lot, and he absolutely tattooed it.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. And now Ian Happ. Swings through that one for strike one.
No balls. 1 strike.
And now it's
Ball.
even up.
1-1.
This one in the air. Smith. And puts the squeeze on that one. And that is that. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. It's now a 3-2 ball game. All set for the top
Leading
of the
off the
sixth.
Texans,
Now it's the second baseman, Marcus Semien.
Semien.
Swinging a high fly ball in the air left field. Happ ranging back on it. Out of here. His second homer of this series, and they boost their lead. It's 4-2. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Seager stands in now. And first offering is fouled off. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in, and we're in the top half of the sixth. Swing and a miss.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
Chopper right side. Tosses to first. Now one gone in the top of the sixth.
It's a good recovery,
Now
though,
batter,
after giving up the home
designated
run.
hitter, Wyatt
Not allowing it to stay in the
Langford.
head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Wyatt Langford digs in now.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
That
One ball,
misses
one
the
strike.
zone, and the count is 1-1. Swings and misses, struck him out.
The left fielder.
Two outs, base is empty. Next to bat, the
Peterson.
Texas cleanup hitter, Jock Peterson. That's a strike thanks to the sweeper. Swing and a high fly ball. That's out to center. Crow Armstrong makes the play, and that is that. Rangers pick up a run here on the solo home run. It's now 4-2. Back here at the friendly confines. Now it's the DH, Seiya Suzuki.
Well, here's a fun fact for you, Boog. Suzuki is the first Japanese-born player to homer in 3 consecutive plate appearances in the majors. Feel free to use that note in your next Cubs broadcast, buddy.
Now the 0-1. And ball 1. Bullpen action for the Rangers. Person Garabito getting loose out there. Milner, a left-hander, also throwing. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Reaches for
foul.
it, but it's foul. Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again.
Oh, good solid contact right there. Just a bit out in front of that fastball. Got to try to stay on that backside just a little bit longer and see if you can do some damage.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Now back.
Pretty simple
Right
plan of
fielder.
attack on the mound right there, huh?
Yeah, nothing but
Tucker.
fastballs. They just kept putting down the #1 and letting it fly. I like it.
Yeah, me too, and I'd love to hit against that. But, of course, when you're in the box, you think he's bound to change speeds on you at some point. You're just kind of locked up, sort of like reverse psychology.
Tucker at the plate for the 3rd time as he comes up empty there.
0-1.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
That one not close. Now 1-2.
Talk about the right guy at the right spot. They really need a rally, and this guy is someone you can believe in to find a way to get on base.
Inside, just missed.
No, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
The Rangers up by 2 here in the bottom of the 6th. Lined into right. And there are 2 down.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all
The first
over it,
baseman,
but
number
sometimes
3.
you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Now it's Justin Turner, 1 for 2. Right through there for a strike. Check swing, and he went. That's strike 2.
0-2.
So JT is down on strikes. And the Cubs are down in order. They trail it here 4-2.
Now pitching for the
Eli
Chicago
Morgan
Cubs,
gets handed the rock out of the pen.
number 33.
Just trying to keep this one close here. And this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And now the right
Leading
fielder,
off for the
Adolis
Rangers,
Garcia.
the right fielder,
0 for 3
Adolis
with 2 groundouts and a strikeout.
Garcia.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And a swing and a miss there.
1-2, count.
Foul tip, but it hangs on for strike 3.
The first baseman, number 21.
Jake Burger stepping in for the Rangers.
Burger.
And that drops in for a strike. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Julian Merriweather appears to be getting loose. Steele getting cranked up as well. One down, base is empty. Outside.
Ball, that's outside.
1-1. There's a strike. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And now 2-2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Check swing, and that's a ball.
Oh, this guy's going to have to slow things down. There's no reason for him to even check swing on that pitch. Was never even close.
The 3-2 is outside, and it's ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at bat.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
Smith.
One gone, runner at first. So next to hit for Texas, Josh Smith. Inside, almost got him.
Maybe losing command a little bit after the walk. Next pitch, not even close.
And the 1-0. And another ball.
That's a ball. 2-0.
This one in the air. Corner. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Bill, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
And here's the catcher, Jonah Heim. Just missed. Burger leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And there's a base hit to left. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Now batting, the center fielder, Leody.
Next to hit, Leody Taveras. 0 for 3 in this one.
Well, bottom of the order here, Boog. You got to go right after this guy.
As they look to pick up an add-on run. And the number 9 guy at the plate. Smash to the left side. They take the force out. That's out number 3. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 are left. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Rangers 4 and the Cubs 2.
Now pitching for the
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom
Number
of the 7th.
58.
Person Garabito.
Person Garabito.
And now it's Dansby
Leading off
Swanson.
for the Cubs, the shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
A little bit low.
Nope.
Ball 1. Fastball for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
And that drops in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The shortstop takes the ball.
Just missing off the plate there, according to the umpire. And out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
Ground ball to the middle. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there's just no one there to knock it down.
Nico Hoerner will come up to hit. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
0-1.
Just missed. Headed towards the corner. It gets down, a base hit. Throw comes in. Runner stops. Second and third. Nobody out.
Now, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Really important at bat coming up now.
Here's the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. Golden opportunity right here. First pitch, not close.
Don't be surprised to ball on the ground to the corners that they come home with the baseball instead of going to first base.
So the tying run at second. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. A little out front there as he swings through it.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Two and two.
In the dirt. Wow, that's a great job behind the dish there. Hit on the ground to short. Seager fires over to first. There for the out. Runner scores from third. And up next for Chicago, Matt Shaw, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Right through there for a strike. Pickoff throw. Hoerner back in on the dive. Next pitch misses, and now it's even 1-1. Trying to get him to chase on the changeup that time. Line drive, caught.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
The batter now, Carson Kelly. He's already homered here in this one. And that one fouled off. Yeah, that's fouled off.
One, two.
And there's a ball. That's to third. Tosses across to first, and that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. They get a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. 8th inning coming up. It's the Rangers 4 and the Cubs 3. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Brad Keller.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Keller.
Back to the top of the order now. Marcus Semien stepping in for the Rangers. He's already homered in this game. And he pumps it a strike. Movement in the Cubs bullpen. Caleb Thielbar up and throwing for manager Craig Counsell. Strike 2.
0-2.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swing and a ball driven out to center. That one's carrying onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Now back, the shortstop, Corey Seager.
So now it's Corey Seager. And that one upstairs, ball 1. Keller goes 6 feet 5 inches. He features a slider, a 4-seamer, a sinker, and he works in a changeup. Off the plate inside. And it's 2-0.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
And a swing and a miss.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
And that misses.
That's the ball.
3 balls and a strike. Late swing, foul to the left. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Wyatt Langford.
Next, it'll be the Texas DH, Wyatt Langford. There's a strike. Yo, 1.
Ball.
Seager stands at first with 1 out. There's a swing and a miss.
All sliders so far in this at-bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
This one in the air right field. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. Another 1-2. Grounder might be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. But no throw to first as he'll hold on to it.
Good that they weren't overzealous there. Just take the sure out, keep the runner out of scoring position.
And now Jack Peterson.
Number 4, Josh Peterson.
Just missed.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Keller checks over to first, and he's back. Missed with a changeup. Yeah, that's ball 2. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Next pitch is outside.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
Rolled softly, but that goes foul.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score him.
Swings through it for the K. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. Rangers leave 1, and it remains a 4-3 game.
Now pitching for the
Back
Rangers.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll
Number
into the
41.
bottom of the 8th. Obi Milner.
Obi
This southpaw's been
Milner.
really good against left-handed hitters. Here's the Cubs leadoff man, Ian Happ.
No left fielder.
First-round pick out of the
Ian
University of Cincinnati. Grew up
Happ.
in Pittsburgh. And a sweeper misses for a ball. And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
On the inside corner for a strike. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Just misses. And the count's even at 2.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
To the right side, and that one finds its way through, and that puts the tying run on base. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
No outs, runner at first. And here's the DH for the Cubs, Seiya Suzuki. 0 for 3, a fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. On the ground to the left, and it's just foul. That was close. The 0-1. And downstairs, some activity in the bullpen for Texas. Chris Martin up and loosening in the pen. And a count 1-2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
2-2.
This one in the dirt. Nice job behind the plate there. With the tying run on at first, here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
So up now for Chicago, Kyle Tucker, known for his late inning heroics. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Check on the runner. The throw is wild and it gets away. And he airmails it out of play. Look out.
Well, Boog, it can be tough to get a good grip on the baseball when it's cold outside. And that's definitely the case right now here in the ballpark. It could have been something else, but I definitely know that feeling when your fingertips are numb and you really can't feel the baseball.
Line drive, base hit. Half on his way home. He'll score. It's an RBI single, tie game here in the 8th.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
One down, runner at first. And the batter will be Justin Turner. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. Tied at 4. On the ground to first. Could be 2. Berger over to second. Return throw to first. Got him. Double play. And that'll do it. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. All even now at 4 apiece. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton. Now here is Adolis Garcia. Keller back to work. Not close with that one. 1-0. Activity in the bullpen. Ryan Presley, the closer of the staff, is throwing. Four in the 9th. And that's through there for a strike. And the count 1-1. Late with the swing there.
Oh, just threw that fastball by him, elevated. And if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
And he swings over the top there. Kelly down to first. Got him. 1 away on the strikeout.
That's that classic wipeout slider below the zone right there. Just nasty. Looks like a fastball thigh high that you got to protect the zone, and then it's just that late break that fools you and kind of makes you look silly.
And here's the first baseman, Jake Berger. Got to be careful with this guy. He's got power. He can untie it with 1 swing and delivers outside. And fouled off. All tied up here at the top of the 9th. That's off the mark, and a count 2-1.
Really been able to slow down the game tonight with his at-bats, and the biggest one he's had so far, he doesn't look anxious at all.
On the ground to third. Throw to first in time.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at-bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Up next for the Rangers, Josh Smith. swing and a ball drilled center field. Crow Armstrong has a beat on it. Makes the catch, inning over. Nothing doing here this half. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the ninth. And we are tied 4-4. Shawn Armstrong on to pitch here. This is his 5th appearance of the year.
Now pitching for the Rangers, number 43, Shawn Armstrong.
Swanson digs
Leading
in.
up for
1
the
for
Cubs,
3.
the shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
That one missed. Action in the pen down there. Chris Martin, the closer, is getting loose. Popped up. Berger brings it in, and there's one down.
Now batting, second baseman, Nico.
And here is Nico Hoerner. Pitch misses there, and it's 1-0. And another ball. Next offering is downstairs.
I almost feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
Base is empty, 1 away. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Clips the corner. That's strike 1.
3-1.
Fastball for a strike.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Sets him down looking. He's got to be frustrated with that call.
Well, big strikeout right there, and maybe a little controversial with the call. And I think he got a little bit of favor on the mound, no question about it. It's not exactly what you want to see in a big spot like that, and I'm sure there's some chirping going on from the dugout, making it clear that wasn't his best call behind the plate today.
Pete Crow Armstrong, the next Cub to hit. Outside low, ball 1.
1 ball, no strikes.
Just missed. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the last half of inning number 9. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
2-1's the count.
Swings through that.
2-2.
Struck him out looking. That's the 3rd out, and we'll play extra innings in this one. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. 10th inning coming up, and we are tied 4-4.
Now pitching for
back now, and on the mound, a closer, Ryan Presley. And now Jonah Heim. Man at second, nobody out, and Chris, certainly one of the things in his head is trying to get the runner over.
Yeah, the way that we see the game played today, though, guys are not sacrificing as much just to get that runner across. They're really looking at doing damage. Slugging is the name of the game.
Yeah, I think part of that goes into it's just so hard to come up with hits. In today's game, starters don't go deep, and so hitters are seeing multiple pitchers every night, and that makes it more challenging just to come up with a single. And that is a good eye on a pitch down low. Ball 2. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And 1 out now. And now the center fielder, Leody Taveras. 0 for 4, 2 ground outs, a fly out, and a strikeout. That one's in there. 0-1.
No ball. 1 strike.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Nice work there to get the strikeout, and that's a big second out. I'll tell you, this home crowd will be fired up. They can get out of this and leave that go-ahead run stranded in scoring position. This is a big moment in this game.
Next up for Texas, Marcus Semien. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Ball.
In the dirt, blocked. No advance. Good job behind the dish. 2 down. Go ahead run in scoring position. Man at second. Off the mark there. 3-1. Corey Seager, the kind of bat that can make a big impact if they can keep it going here. Hit hard on the ground is short. Toss to Turner, and Semien is out. Rangers go down in order. 1 left for Texas. Still all square at 4 apiece. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now the third baseman, Matt Shaw.
Look for him to hit behind the runner, perhaps shoot it to the right side.
Swing and a chopper out to short. Gathered in by Seager. Throw to first. 1 out, the bottom of the 10th. So digging in,
now
Carson Kelly.
Well, first base open. Really no reason to pitch to this hitter right here. Put him on, have the force at second first, perhaps getting inning-ending double play.
The winning run on second base.
That's the ball.
Just misses the mark outside the zone.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Fair ball. The throw in. The winning run crosses the plate, and the Cubs walk it off in extra innings.
You know, he had to feel the pressure. Winning run on second base. Found a way to make solid contact, and the winning run comes across to score. Everyone going crazy. Exciting finish to this game today.
Close one here today, and your final 5-4. A 1-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Shambi saying so long